So what is important therefore? You have to build a team. There are two agencies here. One is the student. The interface is going to happen with the student and teachers, major. Okay? Above.
DBയുടെ ക്ലാരിഫിക്കേഷൻ കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ടല്ലേ ക്ലാരിഫിക്കേഷൻ ചോദിക്കുന്നില്ല വിത്തൗട്ട് ക്ലാരിഫിക്കേഷൻ.
ഇപ്പം ഞാൻ അതിനെപ്പറ്റി കമൻറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്നില്ല. കാരണം എന്താ ക്ലാരിഫിക്കേഷൻ ചോദിക്കാമെന്നുള്ളത് നമുക്കറിയില്ലല്ലോ. എന്താ ക്ലാരിഫിക്കേഷൻ ചോദിക്കാമെന്നുള്ളത് DBയുടെ 15% കുറവാണെങ്കിലേ ചിലപ്പോൾ ക്ലാരിഫിക്കേഷൻ ചോദിക്കുള്ളൂ. 15% കൂടുതലാണെങ്കിൽ ചിലപ്പോൾ ക്ലാരിഫിക്കേഷൻ ചോദിച്ചില്ല അവർക്ക് പിന്നെ പ്രോസസ് സ്റ്റോപ്പ് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ടല്ലോ. അതൊന്നും നമുക്കറിയില്ല. അതുകൊണ്ട് ഞാൻ അതിനെപ്പറ്റി കമൻറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്നില്ല. പക്ഷേ ഐ ആം ജസ്റ്റ് ടെല്ലിങ് യു ദിസ് ഈസ് ദ റൂൾ. നാക് പ്രോസസ്സിലെ റൂളാണ്. ഓക്കെ. നോർമലി DBV വിൽ ഹാപ്പൻ. അതിന് നടക്കുന്നത് എന്താ വെച്ചാൽ ഇഫ് ഐ അപ്ലോഡ് മൈ DBV within a week it goes to the third party processor ഓട്ടോമാറ്റിക്കാണ്. നിങ്ങളുടെ അപ്പോൾ ഇത് വന്നു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ SSR വന്നു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ SSRൻ്റെ പ്രോസസ് ആയിക്കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ IIQ അക്സെപ്റ്റ് ചെയ്ത് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ SSR അപ്ലോഡ് ചെയ്ത് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ വിതിൻ 1 week they will appoint a third party evaluator. There are at least ഒരു dozen third party അവർ ഷോർട്ട് ലിസ്റ്റ് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. But depending upon the say avenue available, you are free, it goes to them. Okay. So camaraderie is very important. Everyone has to work as a team. Okay, including student. Okay. Avoid making team a grievance and redress help. അവരോട് ഒരിക്കലും നമ്മുടെ നെഗറ്റീവിനെ പറ്റി പറയരുത്. ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ തന്നെ പറയരുത്. It should not become a NAC peer team visit should not become a grievances redressal opportunity. കാരണം അവർക്കൊന്നും ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റില്ല. അതായത് വയനാട്ടിലെ പഴശ്ശിരാജ കോളേജിൽ നിന്ന് ഗ്രേഡ് താഴെ പോകാൻ കാരണം ആ ടീച്ചേഴ്സും പ്രിൻസിപ്പാളും തമ്മിൽ അടിയായിട്ടാണ്. എന്നിട്ട് ഞങ്ങളെ കാണാൻ റിട്ടയർ ആയിട്ടുള്ള ടീച്ചേഴ്സ് എല്ലാം കൂടെ ഒരു ഡെലിഗേഷനായിട്ട് വന്നു. അതെ, ദേ വാണ്ടഡ് ടു മീറ്റ് ദ peer team. പ്രിൻസിപ്പൾ ആണെങ്കിൽ ഗേറ്റം കടത്തും. എന്നിട്ട് അവർ വെളിയിൽ നിന്ന് ഇൻകുലാബ് സിന്ദാബാദ്. അപ്പം peer team ചെയർമാൻ ചോദിച്ചു. അയാളും കുറച്ചൊക്കെ വയനാടിനെ വേണ്ടി അറിയുന്ന ആളാണ്. കാരണം അയാൾ മൈസൂർക്കാരനാണ്. അങ്ങനെ എന്താ നടക്കുന്നത്? അപ്പം പറഞ്ഞ റിട്ടയർഡ് ടീച്ചേഴ്സ് ഏതാണ്ട് പറയുകയാണ് അങ്ങനെയാണ്. അപ്പോൾ അവർ വലിയ ഷൗട്ട് ചെയ്ത് ഞങ്ങൾ ഹോട്ടലിൻ്റെ അവിടെ വന്ന് ഷൗട്ട് ചെയ്യാൻ തുടങ്ങി. അപ്പോൾ അടുത്ത ദിവസം ഞങ്ങൾ പറഞ്ഞ് അവരെ ഞങ്ങൾ സംസാരിക്കാം. അപ്പം അവർ പറയുന്നത് വെച്ചാൽ പ്രിൻസിപ്പൾ ഫണ്ട് UGC ഫണ്ട് മിസ്മാനേജ് ചെയ്തു, അത് ചെയ്തു, ഇത് ചെയ്തു എന്നൊക്കെ അറിയാമല്ലോ. അപ്പോൾ ഞങ്ങൾ പിന്നെ ഒടുവിൽ അവരോട് പറഞ്ഞു. അവരെ കേട്ട് ഞങ്ങൾ 1 മണിക്കൂർ അവർ പറയാനുള്ള എല്ലാം പറഞ്ഞിട്ട് കേട്ടോ. ഒടുവിൽ ഞങ്ങൾ പറഞ്ഞു, ഞങ്ങൾ ഇതിനകത്ത് ഇടപെടാൻ ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് കഴിവില്ല, അധികാരമില്ല. ഇതിനോട്ട് ഗ്രീവൻസസ് റിഡ്രസൽ സെൽ. ഇപ്പം നിങ്ങൾക്ക് എന്തെങ്കിലും പറയാനുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ഡയറക്ടർ ഓഫ് എഡ്യൂക്കേഷനോ ഗവൺമെൻറ്റിനോ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ മാനേജ്മെൻറ്റ് ഈ പള്ളിവക കോളേജായിരുന്നു അവിടെ പോയിട്ട് അവരോട് പറയുക. നമ്മളോട് പറഞ്ഞത് ഒരു കാര്യമില്ല. മാക്സിമം ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് എന്താ ചെയ്യാന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ വി ക്യാൻ പ്രിപ്പയർ പോസ്റ്റ്സ്ക്രിപ്റ്റ് that there was some agitation. That's okay. So we heard them and they went silently. And we carried on with the work. അങ്ങനെയുള്ള ഇടപാടുകളൊന്നും പാടില്ല. കാരണം that will adversely affect us. Right? So you are now. Your team should be very quick. Whatever they ask, immediately hand over. No time left. Be factual. Be quick. Be factual. Be objective. Be positive. And not be individualistic but institutional. We are working for the college. We are working for the department. അങ്ങനെയുള്ള ആയിരിക്കണം നമ്മുടെ എല്ലാവരുടെയും ആറ്റിറ്റ്യൂഡ്. 3 days you are good brothers and sisters. After two days, you can have anything. Maramari, get. എന്ത് വേണേലും ആയിക്കോ. പക്ഷേ ഈ മരം ദിവസം അവരുള്ളിടത്തോളം കാലം സിനിമയിലെ മൺമൂട്ടി മോഹൻലാലിനെ പോലെ കെട്ടിപ്പിടിച്ച് ഒക്കെ അങ്ങോട്ട് നടക്കുക. പുതിയ സിനിമ തന്നെ മറ്റേ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ പറ്റി അത് ബ്ലോക്കാക്കി ഇത് ബ്ലോക്കാക്കി എന്നോ. Everything is wonderfully done as a team. That is the environment you have to create. That is the peer team environment. അതുകൊണ്ട് ഞാൻ ആദ്യം പറഞ്ഞത് ഈ ക്ലീൻലെസ് ഡ്രൈവ് നാളെ തുടങ്ങുന്ന NSSനെയോ ബോട്ടണി ബയോളജി ലൈഫ് സയൻസസ് കുട്ടികളെയോ പിന്നെ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ആരെങ്കിലും ഹയർ ചെയ്യുകയോ ഒക്കെ എന്തെങ്കിലും ചെയ്തിട്ട് മേക്ക് ഇറ്റ് നീറ്റ് ആൻഡ് ക്ലീൻ. ഓക്കെ, വാട്ടറിങ് പ്ലാന്റിനൊക്കെ നല്ലതായിട്ട് വെള്ളം കൊടുക്കുക. ഒക്കെ ചെയ്യുക. The interface will be with the principal, IQAC, governing body, faculty, staff, students, alumni, parents, visit to departments and facilities, verification of all relevant 5 years document. ആ 5 കൊല്ലത്തെ ഡോക്യുമെന്റ് മാത്രം കാണിച്ചാൽ മതി. പണ്ടത്തെ കാര്യങ്ങളൊന്നും കാണിക്കണം. അവർ നോക്കുകയില്ല. നിങ്ങൾ ചെയ്യാൻ പോകുന്നു എന്ന് പറയുകയും വേണ്ട, ചെയ്തത് മാത്രം കാണിച്ചാൽ മതി. Okay. All data template, everything is to be centralized. Issues, if any, they will also look at if there is any issue referred to them by NAAC from the SSR quantitative aspect, from the feedback received from the students. If some issues are arising, then those issues may also be given to the NAAC peer team other than this 30%. Normally their jurisdiction is only 30%. But they will go beyond that in case some matters are referred to them by the NAAC based on the other validation. From 30% മാത്രമല്ല, ചിലപ്പോൾ സ്റ്റുഡൻറ് ഫീഡ്ബാക്കിന് വല്ല ഇഷ്യൂ വന്നിട്ടുണ്ട്, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ക്വാണ്ടിറ്റേറ്റീവ് ഫീഡ്ബാക്കിന് എന്തെങ്കിലും ഇഷ്യൂ വന്നിട്ടുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ അതും അവർ ചിലപ്പോൾ നിങ്ങളോട് ചോദിക്കും. ഓക്കെ, so first thing is the interaction with the captain. They will be received by the principal. They will go to the principal's office or wherever you want. You are making this arrangement for interaction. Okay, and the first principal interaction will be with the principal, normally for 50 to 1 hour. അപ്പോൾ എന്താണ് ചെയ്യേണ്ടത്? What is the principal's presentation? This slide you can give to the principal. Welcome to peer team, one slide. Okay, institutional background, the foundation, management and their objective, history. Okay, one or two slides. Mission, institutional context, attainment, gaps if any. What that is, one slider. Quality policy, one slider. Milestones of attainment, criteria wise. കഴിഞ്ഞ 5 കൊല്ലം നിങ്ങളുടെ എന്തെല്ലാം അച്ചീവ്മെന്റ്, but that is to be presented criteria wise. Okay. Last 5 years progress, contribution to research, industry, MOUs, skill development, placement and follow up on the previous accreditation report. ഇതാണ് ആ 3-4 സ്ലൈഡിനകത്തെ പാക്കേജ്. So what is that? Contribution to research, industry MOUs, skill development programs, placement and follow up on the previous peer team report. കഴിഞ്ഞ peer teamൽ 10 recommendation തന്നിട്ടില്ലേ? അതിൻ്റെ follow up what you have done. Institutional SWOT 5 മുതൽ 7 വരെ strength, identify your strength. identify your weaknesses, identify your opportunities, identify your challenges. ഇത് 4 കാര്യങ്ങൾ 5 7 പോയിന്റ് ഓരോന്നും ഐഡന്റിഫൈ ചെയ്യുക. വെറുതെയുള്ള സ്റ്റേറ്റ്മെന്റ് ചെയ്യരുത്. റിയൽ സ്ട്രെങ്ത് എന്താണ്, ഓക്കെ, റിയൽ വീക്ക്നെസ്സസ് എന്താണ്, അത് ഐഡന്റിഫൈ ചെയ്തിട്ട് പ്രസന്റ് ചെയ്യുക. ബിക്കോസ് peer team report will also carry this, which may not be only what you have said, but they will also find out if there are any additional weaknesses or additional strength. Then perspective plan and strategy plan. Once you have a mission statement, quality policy, what you plan to do next 5 years or 7 years, അത് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഒരു slide. Okay. Then any other thing that you feel you wish to mention, that is up to you. അങ്ങനെ ഒരു അരമണിക്കൂറിൽ കൂടുതൽ പോകാൻ പാടില്ല. Maximum 30 minutes presentation by the principal, and the remaining 30 minutes they will ask questions to principal. And when they ask questions to principal, the IQAC Varghese principal can also be there. You can also be there to assist him. There is no problem. Okay? Vice principal and the IQAC convener can also be present with the principal, but principal will be speaking. But he can, during that, he can consult you. Okay? And since your principal is from the same college as a student, as a teacher, he may not need your requirement, but the principal has come on transfer from somebody else. He may not know much about your college, and therefore then your presence will help. Okay? Now, principal is the CEO of the college, Chief Executive Officer, and therefore we expect him to know the college top to bottom. അദ്ദേഹത്തിന് അറിയില്ലെങ്കിൽ അടുത്ത 2 ദിവസം മുമ്പ് ഒരു ട്യൂഷൻ എടുക്കുക കേട്ടോ. ഇതാണ് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസ്. ഇതിനെ പറ്റിയുള്ള ഡാറ്റ മുഴുവൻ കളക്ട് ചെയ്ത് നിങ്ങൾ കൊടുക്കണമായിരുന്നു. അപ്പോൾ സ്പീക്ക് ലൈക്ക് എ പ്രൊഫഷണൽ. യു ഷുഡ് സ്പീക്ക് ആസ് ഇഫ് ഈസ് ഇൻ കമാൻഡ്. അവിടെ മുമ്പിൽ ഇവിടെ അങ്ങനെ ചില പൊളിറ്റീഷ്യൻസ് ചെയ്യുന്നതും ചെയ്യരുത്. He must speak with authority, okay, and with clarity. Speaking skills ഒക്കെ അദ്ദേഹം അറിഞ്ഞിരിക്കണം. Okay, there may be good people, but you are speaking to a third party. So അങ്ങനെയുള്ള professional, keep a write up whatever you are going to speak. Keep a write up with you, okay, and not to exceed 30 minutes. And whatever he is saying, whatever he is showing, keep a printout, which you must hand over to the peer team after the interaction, so that when they sit for writing the report, this printout data will be of use to them. പറഞ്ഞ അയാൾ കേട്ടതെല്ലാം മറന്നുപോയി കാണും, പക്ഷെ പ്രിൻ്റ് ഔട്ട് ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ they can refer. Okay, see to it that all the presentations by principal, IQAC, department head, every presentation should have a printout. Okay, and principal should avoid ordinary information, mundane information. Never speak on simple things here and there. Okay, otherwise what happens, there are principal who will go into the things which are not relevant. Okay, no mundane, factual information, overcrowding of slides avoid, interruptions avoid. Okay, when you are speaking, don't stop and ask, hey Varghese, what is this? No. Okay, before that you must get all the things clarified. Unnecessary photographs, etc. No photograph in the presentation. Not necessary. Okay, be ready to answer questions and clarification from peer team. presentation 10 minutes by IQAC, departments, and they may be optional. They may ask you, they may not ask you. Depends on the peer team. But be ready with the BB presentation, departmental achievements, strengths, weaknesses along with printout. Ensure not discrepancy and duplication among the presentations. The principal will make one presentation, and the same point when he is making, there could be some discrepancy, duplicate. Avoid that. So what you have to do is, principal presentation, IQAC presentation should be made as one unit and then distributed. So that what principal will say, you will not say, and what you are going to say, principal will not say. Okay? This is how it is. So the whole thing should be presented as one presentation. IQAC, they will ask about composition, contribution to academic calendar. How will you present do your academic calendar? Do you have an academic calendar?
Yes.
I have not seen your website. Academic calendar should be day wise, not date wise. In the sense that 180 working days, which means in the academic calendar you don't have to show Sunday, Saturday, etc. Monday will be day 1, whatever is the day that you are starting. Reopening day is day 1, which may be Monday, Tuesday, whatever. And thereafter, each working day will be counted as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Each working day. So in that what happened, in our academic calendar, there will not be Sundays and holidays coming. So next Friday will be, next Monday will be 6th day. Right? If it is a 5-day week, next Monday will be 6th day. What happened? All the holidays, which means if you have a holidays, government holidays, so all those will be excluded from the calendar. This is a continuous calendar, activity calendar. And it will also include not only teaching learning, but even co-curricular activities, extracurricular activities, examination days, all these will be in the schedule. Okay? And in Tamil Nadu, this is how the calendar is made. They have a calendar manual, also, booklet. Okay? So that the colleges, the parents will know what is happening today in the college. Because a copy is with the student, and if it is on the website, parents can go and check the website. Quality policy,
Currently, we have this academic calendar on the basis of dates, not on the basis of day.
No, whatever is, I am saying you what is how the good calendar is all about. Whether you have a calendar is having a calendar is more important, and having mentioned the activities of the calendar is very important. Okay? Quality policy and culture, how you are evolving. Criteria wise contribution last, IQAC contribution criteria wise during the last 5 weeks. That means all the seminar, content, everything which is not mentioned in the principles can come here. Accreditation, academic audit and monitoring. Accreditation, whatever you have done, academic audit if you have done, and what is the monitoring system that you have. Okay? Data and documentation management. Do you have an MIS? Management Information System? On the web? When I say that today's activity is not mentioned in your website, what is Management Information System? If it is there in the website, some other colleges would have come. Interested parties. See, management information system is that it should be communicated to all. It is available, transparent, open, and electronic. IT for ICT based. Preparation and updating of AQR. You have to upload AQR now before December. Malum, do you know that? Okay. Any other? Avoid duplication. So these are the 7 points that you must keep in mind when you prepare. And as I told you, principles and accuracy presentation should be presented as a one package and then divide into 2. Give him 30 minutes and 10 minutes you take. More important thing you give to him and less important thing you take. See, because the interaction with the principal is the first impression. And if the first impression is the best impression, then you carry. And in many colleges, the first impression is the worst impression. Principals are dumb. They just come and go and sign and take the salary. Not much, not beyond that. They may not know much about the college. And that happens. Okay? Departmental presentation, 10 minutes. Name of the department, date of establishment, if there is any NBA or any other accreditation, brief faculty details, all the faculty details about each one of the teachers of the department should be mentioned there. Okay? Brief faculty details including composition, achievement, research and publication of each of the member of the department should be in the presentation. Should I sit here so that they can photo? Brief, so faculty details. The third point is details of your students. Analysis of the students. Students admitted in your department should be analyzed. Okay, brief details of the students and their achievements. And in this case, if there are extraordinary achievement of the students other than departmental, like NCC, NSS, okay, that can also be mentioned in the departmental and you can claim that they are our students. Okay? Sports. Highlights of the lab, in the science department, highlights of the lab, workshop, ICT, departmental library. How many departments have their own library? So that details should come. Highlights of lab, workshop, ICT. Networking with industry. How many departments have any networking with industry? Milestones, achievements, skill development, placement, each department. Criteria wise, bird's eye view of qualitative achievements. Departmental strength, weaknesses, opportunities. Future 5 years departmental plan. So there are 9 points should be brought out by the department briefly and with a printout. Any questions? Ensure smooth departmental visit. Arrange a space, identify a space where 3 members and the faculty can sit. Okay? And they will ask questions and they may ask questions to any member of the department. So therefore, each member before the time PRT visit, the department should have a meeting where each member will be assigned, delegated or given information to whatever the department has. The departmental printout information should be given to each teacher. So that a question is asked, anybody can answer. Okay? There is no senior teacher, junior teacher. Documents to substantiate claim in the SSR may be at the departmental and centralized. follow standard format. Now, one more thing. All the departments should have a standard format. So that synchronization will become much easier for the peer team. Don't use your own imaginary format. Synchronize, because NAC is going to put everything together to collect. And if it is a synchronized format, then it is easy for them. And if there are 3 or 4 outstanding students belonging to the department, tell them also to come during the NAC peer team visit. So that we can say that he is gold medalist, he is a second merit, things like that. We can point them. See, you are producing evidence. And presence of the student, and they might ask a question to student also. These are all simple techniques that of presentation. Okay? And no inconsistency with the principal IQAC presentations. See that everything is synchronized. Any question on department people? Now what the department should do, IQAC should do? Tomorrow sit together, prepare a checklist of what you have written in the SSR and prepare a checklist of documents needed to support your claims. Identify claims that you have made. This is what we have achieved, this is what we have done, this is what we have done. You have written 500 words. Whatever you have done and written in the SSR, you need relevant document. So what you do? Prepare a checklist. I think you already have one teacher each in charge of the criteria. Criteria 1, you tell him to prepare the checklist. Criteria 2, tell them to prepare the checklist. Checklist of what? Supportive evidence to claim the write-up. So prepare a checklist of documents based on claims made in the 500 words write-up on each question. Arrange the relevant document reports minutes pertaining to 5 years, year-wise, question-wise. You arrange them. Laptops may be arranged to display e-documents. If some documents are in the e-format, there should be 1 or 2 laptops where e-documents are available and which they can find out. Okay. Important milestones to bring out. Other institutional attainment may also be displayed. Now one more thing. Though peer team is coming to look at only the 30%, there are certain milestones outside 30% of the department. So what they can do, 1 to 7 criteria you arrange evidence, and 8th evidence will be other than the 30%. So that the entire presentation will be compact and communicate everything. Because peer team report will not be of 30%, will also drop from the rest. And if the department can provide those information which are beyond this 30% as an extra presentation, okay, that will also be useful for the peer. You got my point now? First thing is presentation of identification of checklist, collection of documents pertaining to 7 criteria, question wise. There are 40 questions, okay, and those questions. Then beyond that, 1 or 2 slides can be made based on the 70% outstanding achievement of the department, just for information. prepare an index and display chart. So when you present the document, criteria wise 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, here you also provide a display chart. That means whatever you have presented should be displayed. So that they may not look at the document, they will only look at the display chart and say, ah, it is there. It saves time for. Let me tell you, in one college, they made a display chart or document, attainment. Then I was called, sir, you just go through. And after looking at the display, they asked me, sir, how things are. I told them, you will get 3.5 to 3.6 grade. Based on the display chart, I told them that your CGPA will be 3.5 to 3.6. And what they got? 3.58. That is the use of this display. Information display. And for the visiting peer team, this is much simpler. They simplify their work. You don't
Presentation.
Question wise.
display na question wise what are things here. Okay? Display chart, display ഇല്ലേ റെയിൽവേ സ്റ്റേഷൻ ഡിസ്പ്ലേ ചെയ്തില്ലേ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ എയർപോർട്ടിൽ ഡിസ്പ്ലേ ഇല്ലേ
Which means that we can use this PowerPoint.
PowerPoint, who will look at all these things? They are all looking at the shortcut. Peer team has no time to apply their mind, but they will look at it and impress. Seeing is believing. Display chart എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ മനസ്സിലായില്ലേ I'll show you. Let me come to the next thing. I will show you. Index and chart. Let there be 3 4 IQAC members present as volunteers to assist document verification. Don't leave any room for doubt. Give copies of document if asked for. They may ask for a document. Give a copy. Now display chart. Now take first question. What is the first question? First question. Curricular development for you. Being an autonomous college, curriculum development and implementation have relevance to the local, national, regional and global development needs. That is the first question. That your curriculum designed by you has relevance to local, regional, national, global needs. Now what is your display? In your curriculum, wherever your curriculum, how can you relate to this portion belongs to local, this portion is national, this is regional. If you have any of such curriculum, mention that. Okay, in the display. What are and related to program outcomes, program specific outcomes and course outcome. Now, how you define that? Yeah. You have done that. You have done that. Now, you have to show that in the curriculum we have identified. NAC is asking whether these have been identified. Now, you say that is identified. In the display, you have to say that program curriculum is defined, program specific curriculum is defined, or course outcome is defined. All these are defined. mention that in the display. You mention that in the display. It will be like a chart. Okay? Chart. Okay?
So the display must be in the form of chart.
Chart. Yes.
Not as a presentation.
No. Presentation is already done. There is no presentation. Here it is question. You have to do that. Each department will have to do. See, PSO belongs to department. Program outcome can be presented by the IQAC or the principal. But program specific outcome will be, what is program outcome? What is the outcome of a program? What is a program? No. We have an undergraduate program. You have that means graduate program. You have a PG program. You have a PhD program. Now the outcome of UG, PG will be general. But outcome of UG economics and UG, PG economics will be specific. And that will differ from chemistry outcomes. So what happened is, UGPG outcome will be given by the principal of the IQAC. The program specific and course specific outcome will be given by the department. That means each department will have to do that. That means what is the outcome expected of a student graduating in economics? What is the outcome expected of a student graduating in sociology? What is the outcome expected of a student graduating in accounts and finance? They are all different. Whereas UG, PG are common. Only a grade is different. Where you are expecting fundamental knowledge in the undergraduate, you are expecting specialization in the PhD program. Okay? Could you get my point now? And all these should be within the 500 words, and that should be mentioned in the display so that they will not turn the pages of the document. Okay? And a copy to be given to them. Now, in case of an affiliating college, the question is your curriculum delivery. It's not about curriculum. Curriculum is done by the university. How do you deliver this curriculum to the students? Since you are not an affiliating college, I don't go that. Then the third question for you, second question. Institution integrates, this is very important. Here you have to be very careful. Institution integrates cross-cutting issues relevant to professional ethics. Code of conduct you know, or quality policy. Professional ethics, gender issues, human values, environment. When you say that the entire environment of the college is cleaned by your geography student, botany student, NSS student, you are making them understand the importance of the environment. By merely arranging a lecture on environment by Tom, Dick and Harry has no meaning if the students are made to perform. Okay? Confucius, the Chinese poet, the philosopher has said, I heard from the teacher and forgot. But I was made to do, I learned. Doing is learning. That is why chemistry, science students are, the relation with the science students and teacher and science students are better than the relation with teacher and the arts and commerce students. Why? Science students, our teachers are with the students during the practical and they interact. They on the spot tell them, this is how it is performed, this is what it is done. There is a closer relationship between the teacher and the student in science faculty. This is not about your college, it's about colleges in Mumbai. So we find that science students are much loyal to the teacher than, and they go for exhibition, they go for excursion, all together. Camp, they make a campfire, sitting together around there. Botany people, science people, okay, there are camps, okay, done during the excursion. So they bring together. And the moment you will find most of the good students, behaviorally good students, are science students. Because they are closer to their teacher. Most of the discipline issues in the college campus are because the teacher and the students are, the relationship is not that positive. They are absentee relationship. Like the old landowners, old Jennies. Somebody cultivates and I own the land. And ultimately, I lost all the land to cultivate. Tiller of the soil gets like that. In fact, what is important for every teacher is to know your students. I'm going to speak on that in the third session. Okay? So, professional ethics, gender values, sustainability in the curriculum, upload the description in 500 words. All these points must be brought out in the write-up to show where ethical issues are discussed in the curriculum, where environmental issues are discussed, where human values are discussed, where sustainability is issued. All these must be brought in a charter by each department and collectively done by the IQAC. The question has a purpose. Because the entire curriculum is changing and they want the students to know a lot of issues, ethical issues, gender issues are now become part of the curriculum. Earlier it was not like that. Okay? Even now in the economics curriculum, we have gender specific issues discussed. Environment, a major specialization has come as environmental economics. Women's studies, I think, do you have a women's studies center? It is mandatory. Center is cell or whatever name.
Yes. Yes.
Women's Studies Center, Gandhian Studies Center, these are all the centers given by, funded by UGC now.
Take care of the
What? Nutshell. Women's Studies Center means what? Women's Studies.
the program offered by the
Why? Why not you have a study center? Upgrade it. All the gender issues can be brought on and see then it is now need of the hour. What is happening in the whole country? You only look at the TV and the newspaper and so long as it is not happening in house, we are happy. No, it must be made aware of. Students should be taught about all this. Girl students should be taught about all those stages of, from puberty onwards, they have to be told, learn. Not only mother telling them, they should be professionally. Mothers may be ignorant somewhere, illiterate people. So they have to be professionally, communicated to them. Who can do that? And UGC is giving, I think we have got some 3 or 5 lakhs rupees only for setting up women's studies. There is a professor in charge. Of course, ad hoc. Okay? Gender issues, human values. Human value. Now the point is, we have everything everything has a price except man. There is nobody to value your service. Your value, your human service has infinite value. In fact, Ramamurthy Commission has said that what teacher is doing is social engineering. And there was a wonderful statement by an artist who said, teachers are the greatest painters. The best artist in the world is the teacher. When he asked, how can you say that the teacher is the best artist? Greatest of all artists are the teachers. Why he said? The teachers are painting color in the minds of the student. It's not on the canvas. The teacher's canvas is the minds of the student. They paint imagination in the students. And they blossom to become whatever achievers they are. Okay? That is, if you are able to rekindle hope in the student, okay, you are the artist. So therefore, all this issue has become now very important. You have prepared a write-up, and as a PLC member, I will look at your write-up, and then I will validate your write-up. How will I validate your write-up? If it is very good, relevant, and you have produced, I may give 4 out of 4. Otherwise, it will be 3 out of 4. Otherwise, it will be 2 out of 4. Otherwise, it will be 1 out of 4. And if it is abysmal or nil, I will give you 0 out of 4. That means your write-up will be measured, validated by the peer team out of this 5-point scale. Out of this, if it is very good, you get 4. If it is good, you get 3. If it is satisfactory, you get 2. If it is fair, you get 1. And if it is abysmal or nil, you get 0. Please let me tell you, as IQAC, you will be able to assess your SSR. Based on the answer given by you, you will know whether you will get 4 out of 5, 3 out of 5, 2 out of 5 points, 0 out of 5 points. You will know. And approximately you will be able to calculate your grade if you apply your mind on your own write-up and say that we will get CGPA XYZ. That is the advantage of the present system of validations. You don't require a third party. Could you get now? No. Now, criteria, any question? It's a very serious and it's a professional approach. You can't take things for granted. If you are very good, you will get very good. I will show you one slide later at the end. Slow and advanced learners program. And there is a question whether you have identified slow learners and advanced learners before commencement of the program. What answer have you written? Huh? How?
In between the program we will have.
So before commencement of the program. That is the question. How do you identify?
Based on marks.
You know, in the quality policy I made one statement. All fresh students should be subject to an induction program. Ice breaking. Never start your lecture on the reopening day. spend two periods at least by every teacher to interact with the student. Teacher has to go to the freshers class, first year class, and for 2 days the session will be induction. The first person to be inducted is the teacher himself. He has to tell the student, my name is XYZ, I am MA, PhD, whatever, BSc, MSc, first class, distinction, of gold medalist. I was also a sports person in the college. I used to participate in cultural activities. I won number of prizes. All this in 2 minutes you must tell students. If you don't introduce yourself to the students, after the class, if somebody asks who is your teacher, the students will say, the specs wala, munj wala, specs wala, Shandy, Mr. Karen, Nirala Sari Ita Kriya, Pere Arila, Karananda, you have never told them. Please try to understand, this is a professional activity. You have to introduce to the fresh student what you are. And then tell students sitting from one end to the other to introduce yourself. അവർക്ക് 2 മിനിറ്റ് കൊടുക്കുക. അവരുടെ പേരൊന്നും പറഞ്ഞില്ലെങ്കിലും റോൾ നമ്പർ ഇതാണെന്ന് പറയുക. ഓക്കെ, പിന്നെ അവരുടെ ഫാമിലി ബാക്ക്ഗ്രൗണ്ട് പറയാം. അച്ഛൻ കർഷകനാണെന്നോ ബിസിനസ്സുകാരനാണെന്നോ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ എന്താ ജോലി ചെയ്യുന്നെന്നോ അച്ഛനും അമ്മയും എന്താണ് വിദ്യാഭ്യാസമുള്ളവരാണെന്നോ അങ്ങനെ സ്കൂളിൽ എന്തൊക്കെയാണ് അവരുടെ മാർക്കെന്നോ എന്തെങ്കിലും സ്പോർട്സിനോ ഗെയിംസിനോ ഒക്കെ ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ടെന്നോ അങ്ങനെയുള്ളൊരു ചെറിയ പ്രൊഫൈൽ 2 minutes you give to each student. Take two periods, two sessions, and you will have at the end of the 2 sessions or 3 sessions as the case may be, the entire stock of information about the student, and you will be able to then look at the marks scored at the examination, okay, and you will have a general impression about the student. When a student says that I have participated in one debating competition in the school, when I participated in drama or things like that, everything they will tell you. The moment you say that, then you consolidate that information and give a copy of that information to each teacher who is going to the class. So that the second teacher who is going to the class need not call for all the information, only introduce himself and start. Have you ever done that? And the moment you do that, you have the information approximately. I'm not saying that 100% perfect. Approximately an idea you will get who likely need your help. When he says that my daddy is a bank manager or IAS man or this thing, then you know that he doesn't need your support. But when a student says that my father is an agricultural worker or toddy tapper or things like that, then you know that he is a child who requires your help. You become a mentor. Because he needs external help which he cannot get from his family, which the parents cannot send him to coaching class. Please try to understand, this is how scientifically it has been proved that an induction program for freshers can get a lot of information which will help you to prepare remedial programs or advanced learners programs. And you can change the composition of the remedial program or advanced learners program maybe after 3 months, 4 months, because by the time you will know the actual performance of the students. Could you get my point? This is what you have to do in the NAC write-up, that we have collected the information about the of the advanced learners and this thing through the induction program before commencement of the classes. 100 out of 100 marks. Sir, it's a professional work. Okay? Student-centric teaching learning. Prepare a list of methods of teaching other than lecturing. Ask the teacher what different methods of teaching he adopted, learning he adopted during the last year. Debate, elocution, there are so many. Case study based teaching, problem based teaching, work based teaching. There are so many methods. I have a list of that in the third presentation. Okay? Teachers use ICT enabled tools in teaching learning. You have to prepare a list of all those things. When a teacher says that I have done ICT used and then the presentation, but he will need somebody else to start the computer. Oh, physics wale ko, you call the physics people, mathematics people to connect. And then you say that I know, I have been doing that. No, you have to learn all these things. Okay? Internal evaluation system, write up. 15 marks. All those, last thing is the weightage given. Okay? Transparency, frequency, and variety of internal evaluation. What is the variety? Frequency of your internal evaluation? Anything. That is called frequency. Okay, and then take the average. Exam grievances redressal mechanism. Do you have? Write up. Program specific and course specific outcomes defined. 15 marks. Attainment of CO, monitoring and evaluation, 15 marks. Remember, all these are going to be validated by peer team. You simply make a blah blah statement without documentary evidence, and even your documentary evidence will be suspected if the student says when their interaction then nothing of this sort are happening. Finished. That means the peer team will ask questions to students. And if the students say that whatever is stated in this is lies and statistics. We are in statistics department. Statistics can prove and disprove anything. That is the advantage of statistics. That is what is happening in the assembly also. When minister will prove and the opposition leader will disprove. Both speaking. This is happening in the High Court also. One advocate will say this man has killed him. The other advocate will say he was not here at all. Statistics. Okay, this is the ability of the statistics. Please try to understand. Anything that you are making claim will be validated, verified with the students, formally and informally. And students' statement will be final. Okay? Huh? Now, from now onwards, there are two weightages given to colleges. For research, undergraduate colleges get less and postgraduate colleges get more weightage. For undergraduate college, it is only 110. For postgraduate college, the weightage is 120. There is an extra question. on research. Autonomous college research facilities are frequently updated and there is a well-defined policy for promotion of research which is uploaded on the institutional website and implemented. Remember in my earlier quality policy there was a slide on research policy and I asked you whether it is uploaded on the website. Now the NAC is asking this question. It is not there in the website. And even if you say something now, if it is not on the website, gone. You can't say as in the assembly, വെടിയുണ്ട് എവിടെ പോയി മറന്നുപോയി എവിടെയോ സ്റ്റോക്ക് എവിടെ കൊണ്ടുവരുന്നു ഒന്നും പറ്റില്ല പിയർ ടീമില്ല സ്റ്റോക്ക് എവിടെ വർഗീസ് വിൽ സേ लाएगा नहीं चलेगा. You have to be ready with the answer. See, it is not tamasha. It is not tamasha. It is a scientific approach. You have to be very, very, very clear and very, very assertive. As if IQSC, you have to be assertive about your data. You have to be confident about your data. It is available. And NAC, you don't answer questions. You don't make a statement. You answer to the question. When I was an intermediate student, in logic, I wrote an answer thinking that I am a great man. And the teacher gave me -2 marks. And I asked them, sir, I have written so much. What the teacher told me, Mr. Guru, don't write whatever you know. Answer to the question. And in the next examination, I followed his instruction. I got 93 out of 100 marks in logic. Why? I wrote only what is needed. So your writer should be to the question. And what is the question? English, you know English. It is very clear. Have you created ecosystems for innovation, creation and transfer of knowledge supported by dedicated centers of research, entrepreneurship, community orientation? What is the ecosystem of this college in relating to this? Innovation, you said nothing. See, remember my quality policy is derived from these questions. Okay? Extension activities. In the neighborhood, sensitizing students to social issues or their holistic development and impact thereof. Which means we have done a village camp. NSS students have done a village camp. You adopt village. So what do? So many things you do. But at the end you do? Come to the college. Have a party. We had a 5 days village. What NAC wants? NAC wants an impact analysis of this camp. What is the impact you have made in the village community by being present there for 5 days, 7 days, 10 days as the case may be? Impact analysis. Have you done that? Oh, NSS Valley. Do you do that? Please try to understand. Now, one more thing I tell you. In the data verification I have mentioned, my paper I have mentioned, there are so many teachers in the college who are guest lecturers, ad hoc lecturers. They may go anytime if they get a job somewhere else. So much of activities are carried out through them in the college. And you will need this information when the NAC SSR is to be prepared. By that time they are in America, Gulf. And if you tell them, sir, when you are here, what have you done? He will say one line, I have forgotten. You have not paid me salary. Like other teachers, why should I give information? You will not have information. And if you don't have information, that column will go blank. And blank divided by 5, average. What will be blank divided by 5? 0. Please try to understand, 5-year data is to be average, added a 5, 1 plus 1, 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5, and that is to be divided by 5 to get the average 5 years. And if one data is gap, you will be dividing 4 by 5. So 5 divided by 5 you will get 1, 4 divided by 5 you will get 80%. Please try to understand, your grade goes down because you are not in a position to supply data of that particular guest faculty who did something in the college. So what you have to do, it is mentioned in my article, what you have to do, if a teacher is resigning midway or any time, you also take a progress report of his activities up to that time before giving him leaving certificate. Clearing certificate, no, something is there, no? Somebody is going your certificate of experience you are giving. Before giving that experience, take that report from him. Otherwise, the IQAC will be in rough sea. Your fishing boat will be hit by a ship called NAC. Okay? Are you getting my points? So, extension act, anything therefore, every teacher therefore have to submit an annual performance report to the principal or IQAC. Not only the departmental report, even the teacher report. And the IQAC will consolidate all this and make it an institutional report. This is how we are managing data. You are doing more in the IQAC office than in the department. Next. Physical facilities, sports and game facilities, library and integrated learning management, updating IT facilities, Wi-Fi, strong Wi-Fi, not failing Wi-Fi. Maintenance of systems. Now this is a very important issue. Maintenance of infrastructure, maintenance of the equipment, and calibrating the equipment. All these are must, and there is a question, what is the budget allocated for maintenance? You have to show the college budget and say that maintenance, this much money is provided. Even if the maintenance is done by the Department of Higher Education, you have to take that department allocation to the college from the department and show that this is the budget. Okay? Student council involvement, you know. Registered alumni and involvement. Okay. Governance in tune with the vision mission. Effective leadership and decentralization of decision. Perspective and strategic plan. Describe one activity successfully conducted out of the perspective plan. Organizational structure, bodies, rules. Every committee should have a rule book. You are not only just appoint a committee, you have to also prepare a rule book for them. Rules and regulations, how they will perform. guidelines. Okay, manual for committee. For organization structure, welfare wishes, performance appraisal system, internal external financial audit, mobilization of fund and utilization, IQAC's contribution. IQAC's contribution you have to prepare and write down what you have done. Formal mechanism to review teaching learning and learning outcome, 500 marks. Gender sensitizing facilities, waste management. Waste management, what is the facility you have? Remember it carries 4 mark weightage. What is the waste management system you have? And there are 4 or 5 types of waste. Solid waste, liquid waste, okay, chemical waste, biological waste, then e-waste. Now e-waste has become all those things are inclusive environment, tolerance and harmony toward cultural, regional, etc. Sensitization toward values, rights, duties, responsibilities of citizens, celebration, national, international, distinctiveness. Is very bad shape.
Diverse campus having inclusiveness leading to.
You have already said inclusiveness, don't duplicate.
No. These best practices are one related to inclusiveness and the other related to transformation.
That is best practice over. I am asking you distinctiveness.
So these two best practices are converging to that institution.
Please, don't repeat a point.
So actually, sir, it is.
Say distinctiveness carry 20 weightage.
Yeah. So it is. I shall tell like this. The first best practice is inclusivity. The second one is transformation, and both these things are actually leading to diversity and emancipation. This is what we have to do.
This is your logic, and the Supreme Court will disallow that. Madam, inclusiveness means marginalized has come in. Okay, women have come in. Okay, the CST are come in, tribals have come in. All these are called inclusive. Inclusiveness is an exhaustive term. Okay, but then if you say the same second question also the same answer, then you don't get a credit for that. Until and unless the peer teams are playing.
So this is a diverse campus having.
Diverse camp. What is the meaning of campus?
Diversity in the sense that we have diversity. We have different diversities of 4 dimensions. So one is the diversity with respect to gender, diversity with respect to the geographical background of the students, and diversity with respect to.
Sir, the one word inclusivity includes all this. And the moment you face that as word in the first thing, then second becomes repetition. See, don't just try to justify with me. I am saying that now you have to now think differently. You have to think now broadly. Okay? Remember, you could have gone for research, but there is no output. 17 research department are like the Guruvayur temple, what you call it, Puratane. Puratane Ane 17 Ane. What is the outcome? How many? Last 5 years. How many students got PhD? How many research program? How many publications? See, this is what is outcome all about. Now, your point was a very valid point. Many other colleges don't have that. That could have been a very distinctive thing. But if the outcome is 0 or almost 0, PhD is only one aspect. Research means, today research means how you are able to make that research into an enterprise. We have now intellectual property right being generated out of research, IPR, where teacher and students are joined IPR audits along with the college. Do you have an IPR out of the research? Which means, what is the validity of our research? Usefulness of our research. Anyway, I don't want to criticize, but my point is that if I am in the peer team, this is the issue that I will, this is how we look at it.
Actually, sir, I shall one more point I have to point out is that these inclusive practices and the diversity is actually leading the student to empower the student in a very different manner.
Blah, 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 goal.
Information also.
Round and round and round. Like he is speaking like this Swaran Singh in the UN. They say that Swaran Singh spoke 3 hours in the UN without saying anything. Swaran Singh spoke 3 hours in the UN without saying anything. Bas. Sir, what I say, first 2 points are valid, you said it. But in the third also you are repeating in a different way.
No, sir, actually.
Okay. You want mark. SWOT analysis. Have you identified strength? 5 strengths. What are your 5 strengths of the college? Real strength. And one of those strengths could be distinctiveness. He has mentioned 2 in the best practices. Out of the remaining 3, could be 1 distinctiveness. What is the strength? Strength of the college. Government college is not a strength. In fact, in many cases they are a weakness. Because sanctions don't come on time. What are 5 strengths? Mention that. Where weaknesses and all those things. Outcome report. It will be three parts outcome report. Peer team report, then graphical presentation of the DVV, and then there is an institutional grade sheet. Okay, that is how the report is coming. That is why it is known as outcome report, not NAC report. Grading. See the accreditation done by NAC of a college of criteria 1, actual grade sheet. Curriculum delivery, weightage 10. The college is getting 3 out of 10, 3 points. So which means, what is the value? 3 into 10, 30. Certificate diploma, 5 weightage, the college is getting 4 out of 4. 0 to 4 is the scale. Okay? Participation of board of studies, etc. So teachers participating, 1 mark out of 4. List of CBCS, 4 out of 4. New courses, 4 out of 4. List of cross-cutting issues, gender, environment, all those things, that question. And what is the score? 2 out of 4. Okay, and who is giving that? Peer team is giving. Who is giving the first question? 3 out of 4. Peer team is giving. The red mark is marks given by peer team, and the black mark is mark given by the system. Okay, and this college is getting 340 total weighted score, and the criteria grade point is 3.40. Please try to understand. When the criteria grade point for the criteria is 3.40, the peer team grade point is less than this. 3 out of 10 and 2 out of 10, which means approximately, to simple arithmetic, 5 out of 20. Please try to understand. Peer team has given less mark weightage, less grade than the system. That is what I said. Peer team is you can't take things for granted. You can't justify. Don't argue with the peer team. Huh? Don't argue with the peer team. Yes, I have. Kaivo keep on. That's why I appeal to go. But doing that, no, nothing. This is from a grade sheet of a college. I don't know. What is the message? Message is simple. Peer team visit is much more serious than living. And you have to be very, very clear. No confusing statement. Don't become a Swaran Singh.